What is going on, guys? This is Eric at EM Motors and Launch Vans. Just got done wrapping up this sweet little Dreambuilder with a few extras that I wanted to shoot a video on. Yeah, it turned out awesome. It's a 23 all-wheel drive chassis, 144 high roof. Cargo van is how it started. And then, yeah, we kind of like cargo vans because it's just bare, ready for us to cut holes and do what the customer wants. So this one has all 4 C.R. Lawrence windows, the awning style, so that you can have them open during rain, and makes it pretty difficult for water to get inside, but you can get some good ventilation still. So we have the big crew windows on either side, and then we have the 10x33 awning windows in the rear there. This customer wanted 12-volt air conditioning, so we have the Velit 2000R up there. It's super efficient, it's inexpensive, and it works as good or better than anything out there. So I'll show you the inside, kind of how we do kind of custom mount it, kind of make it look really clean inside. Customer, I forgot what wheels he chose. These are the wheels that he purchased. Pretty sick. Are they Methods? Now I can't remember which ones they are. And then we have the KO3 BFG all-terrain tires there. We have our solar. So this one has a fan in the rear position. The air conditioning's in the front position. We have 2 100-watt solar panels on either side of the fan up there. And then he'll eventually add a roof rack to this beast at some point, sounds like, if he decides to. He did upgrade the normal tire carrier to the ladder tire carrier, and then he doesn't have to have a ladder on the side. So that is an option you can do, because our Dreambuilder includes a 5th tire carrier. But yeah, I think it's $500 difference, at least at this time right now, to upgrade to that ladder tire carrier there for the matching 5th. So super sweet there. We have the Mondo, Terrawagon Mondo fender opening kit here. Mondo mud guards, I think they call it. So you have lots of clearance. And then we trim some of the plastic also. So yeah, Dreambuilder, upgrade to the ladder tire carrier. And then we have a 200 amp hour lithium battery instead of the 100. We couldn't get it to fit under the seat with the heater like the 100 amp hour lithium battery. So if you're okay with us moving the battery somewhere kind of out of the way as possible, we can do a 200 amp hour lithium battery system versus the 100 that comes standard in the Dreambuilder, but no additional cost for that 200. So that's super cool. And then it has all Victron components. So Victron MPPT solar controller, Victron alternator, DC Orion charger for robbing power off the factory alternator, 50 amps. We have the Victron battery management or battery monitor and shunt. And so, yeah, super sweet there. We have Blue Sea fuse block there, another Blue Sea fuse block here. He's eventually going to do water, a water system, but he has a nice Dometic jug and faucet system there. So I'll show you. We just did the galley with the sink and gray like we normally do, but no water. So he'll bring his own water, which is going to be cool. So yeah, so Dreambuilder will include that. He upgraded to the Moab bed from Adventure Wagon, so that he will eventually potentially do a dinette here in the back, and so that the Moab bed allows the bed to be up high enough out of the way so that when you're sitting at the dinette, you're not hitting your head on the bed. So you can kind of raise it up in the track. And then, yeah, we have track all over the place, so you can have these hooks and D-ring tie downs everywhere to secure gear. Same thing up here. Hooks so you can kind of hang packs and hats and mugs and all that kind of stuff up here in the track if you want to. You can change the height of this bed if you want to. We usually set it to like 36, 37 of clearance underneath, so you can have the bikes in a fork mount under there. But yeah, max air fan, 7,500, 10-speed intake and exhaust with a remote, super clean. We have the remote there mounted at the command center, and then the AC. Look how clean that AC looks. Super, super clean. You don't give up height, really. This door, a lot of these vans have the Mercedes plastic doors, like they're half doors, and even some of them have the full doors of plastic. Just doesn't look as clean, so we get rid of all that. There's a lot more holes, which this piece is kind of covering a big hole here that comes with those. So it just looks way cleaner, blends into our Dreambuilder custom panels a lot better. This van's still dirty, so we're about ready to clean it inside, but I wanted to shoot a video here. But yeah, so here's the galley here. It's really, really compact, and it fits and utilizes this space here that you really can't use because of the step. So it's a good use of space to have this here. Obviously you can go against the wall there if you wanted it to. Also, you end up with a nice little cubby there. This, he wanted the Dometic. This is the CFX 65. So it has a little freezer. Actually, that's a pretty good sized freezer. Yeah, super cool. Just clean, clean, cute little fridge here. You can move these things different heights there. Put this on right, one-handed. And then we have the sink here. We did on this one, again, he has the Dometic little faucet and his jug system that he'll have. And so no faucet here, but we can add it in the future. That's the Ravati 15 by 15 sink. So it's a little bit deeper. Still goes to a gray tank underneath the van, so that he can empty it with a ball valve. And then to take advantage of the space here as much as we can, still go around the plumbing drain. We have a nice drawer system. So again, just trying to take advantage of the space in this one. Drop down table, so you can do some cooking or have your drinks or whatever out here. Yeah, so cool little galley. Works well in this 144. Factory swivel seats, S-bar heaters under there. We do our track with the smart seats and the quick release legs on this one, so you can kind of move them around. You can have them in front of each other here if you want to. This Moab bed sticks out a little bit further into the into this space, so it's a little tight to have two here, but you can, and you can still stack that panel on the middle panel if you wanted to create more space to do the two seats here. But this works out good too. These are the 16-inch wide, so they work a lot better than the 19-inch wide ones that we've done in the past. Let's see here. Dreambuilder. So our Dreambuilder includes this upper cabinet here with kind of our electrical command center. Has a nice task light at night, or you can use that light at night versus just the overhead lights. It's a little softer on the eyes, but yeah, lots of room here. Some Bloom hinges, nice all metal slam latches, fuse block in here for some stuff, easy access, S-bar S3 heater. Here's your battery monitor from Victron and your fan controller. So switch to control the upper lights. Oops, that's your undercab light. Upper lights here. You have an upper light switch there in bed, and you have another upper light switch here, and then you have another switch for the overhead light here. So if you do put an overhead shelf, or you just need like a map light that one's a good one for that. But Dreambuilder includes this upper cabinet. Has a nice little shelf with the USB, USB-C port there. Dreambuilder includes everything here. The bed, not the Moab bed because it's a couple grand more expensive than a regular bed that we use, but it is an option if you do need to go up higher. Otherwise, we've been using the flatline bed. It doesn't go up as high, but we do still mount it in track so you can kind of adjust it up and down. So yeah, Dreambuilder has this floor set up already. Just if you need seats, you have to buy them. So you can buy as many seats as you want. You can really get, again, with that bed panel set off, you can push those back a little further and you can sit 4 back here if you wanted to. If there was no galley here, you could do another strip for 3 seats across if you wanted to. So lots of options in our Dreambuilder. This stuff is included based on the design that you and I talk about and what works best for you. But yeah, this is pretty slick. Lots of room here. Having these side by side, great visibility for the passengers, so you don't get car sick. And check out how clean the guys did the velvet there. Super, super clean. See, the transitions are all super clean. That's kind of a telltale sign of a professional versus someone that hasn't been building vans for a while. The transitions above the doorway, because it's pretty hard to get them to look clean and kind of figure out how to do that with the space and the doors, the door track slides here. So it's just not super simple to execute. But anyway, yeah, super cool. Having the AC there. So the AC is not included in the Dreambuilder, but we can do it if you want. You can put it in the rear position also. Again, we have a 200 amp hour electrical system in this one, so that can run this velvet for 4 to 5 hours with no additional charge coming in. With the charge coming in from the alternator, you're receiving 50 amps, so that's pretty much replacing the current that this uses. So if you are running down the road and it's super hot and you're cooling your passengers back here or the dogs, the alternator pretty much is keeping up with the draw of the AC, so that when you get to your destination, you should have a full battery. And remember, there's solar coming in, charging all the time also. So super, super efficient AC. This Velvet and the Dometic RTX 2000 are our go-tos. The Velvet is pretty cool because these move around, and then you can shut them obviously, or barely kind of get them to direct where you want that cooling power to go to. So, and there is a fan mode also on these, so you could forego a fan and have a fan mode that draws about the same as a max fan at certain speeds to pull air into the van also. The cool thing about a max fan is you can crack one of these ventable windows and pull air out or through the van. So max fan is still useful. Crack these windows here in bed and turn that max fan on low, and it'll pull some nice cool air across your body at night, because a lot of the times it's not necessary to run the AC. So but yeah, so let me know what you guys think here of this setup. We do the butcher block and we mill it down to 1 inch thick, so it just looks a little bit cleaner versus the 1.5 inches in my opinion. But we can leave it at 1.5 inches if you wanted to. Another angle of the drawer. Let's see here. We have outlets, USB-C, USB, 12 volt in multiple locations, so that if you wanted to, you could have another chest style fridge here, or whatever other kind of devices you may need to plug into a 12 volt. You have more in the garage area back there. So things like pumps for paddle boards that run off 12 volt, super easy to have power where you need it. What else? What else? Got our little hidden compartment access here to some stuff. Yeah, this thing turned out awesome. Yeah, Dreambuilder, basically additions that aren't included in our Dreambuilder, just for reference, is the galley, because not everybody wants one. The seats, because not everybody needs to haul passengers. And then he upgraded to the ladder tire carrier. So that's just an additional $500 over the tire carrier that comes with the Dreambuilder, or you can remove that if you don't want that, and we can move the tire underneath the van in the spare tire holder. And then wheels and tires don't come with the Dreambuilder. And so you have a pretty sweet complete van that's completely usable the way it is with our Dreambuilder package. And so it's a good value, I think, for the money. 35 grand is kind of where we're at with the Dreambuilder, and then you can add the few necessities that you need if you want them. So anyway, we're gonna finish cleaning this thing up and get this thing delivered to our customer. Let me know if you guys have any questions about anything in this build. Yeah, love to answer any questions you may have. Reach out to me if you have any questions or wanted more details about anything. The battery that we've been using, the Renogy batteries, we've been trying some other batteries, but the Renegys have been doing really good. They're inexpensive, but they work. And then all Victron components for everything else. Don't like using the Victron batteries because they don't have a built-in BMS, and they just start to overcomplicate some of these more simple systems. More components, more things you got to worry about or walk the customer through if you need to. This comes off quick 4 screws so you can access the battery, and another fuse block that's under here. Another fuse block for future panel, or future power tap in over there. But let me know what you guys' thoughts are. Hopefully this helps in your decision making if you're talking with us about our Dreambuilder or just getting ideas in general. This is the dark tweed, so it's the darkest tweed here. We have our dark gray cabinetry, and then this is the dark lawn seal coin floor, black. So you can kind of see how it ties together. You can go a medium tweed, just a little lighter shade than this, or even a light gray that's a shade lighter than that. If you want to lighten it up, you can go a lighter laminate, or really you can choose just about any laminate color you want, as long as we can get the edge banding for it. So let's see here. Pretty simple. Oh, let me get up there and show you the roof here. Climb up this ladder. Carrier with one hand yet. So a couple hundred watts of solar, velvet AC. We left some service loop there because he's eventually going to put a roof rack up here, and so lots of room to relocate the solar. Yeah, this thing turned out awesome. If we can help you build yours, let us know. We'd be happy to. Solar is included in our Dreambuilder. It's a big key for when the van's just sitting, bringing in that free power for the fridge, for example, or the lights. So we're a big believer in solar. Obviously, the alternator charging is going to bring the most current in, but when you're stationary, you kind of don't want to have to fire up the rig if you don't have to. So the solar comes in key there. This is selenite gray color. We did wire up, he's going to put a compressor under the hood. We wired up his harness, and then he's going to finish the install. But yeah, he's stoked. They're going to go on a big trip here coming up, and yeah, this will give him about a week or so to go through the van, get it all stocked up, get used to everything, and hit the road. So again, hope this helps you. Let me know if you have any questions. Appreciate you taking a look. Talk to you later.